What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have the final review video on Tamiya's Nissan Fairlady 300ZX Turbo. And as you see, this thing turned out pretty good. Of course, we did a wide body kit on it, and it's not complete stock, obviously. And I gotta say, this thing turned out pretty cool. So let's go ahead and tell you what we did to it. So, of course, wide body. This is from P24 on Coats 3D. This body kit is about, I'm not sure how much it was, I forgot how much it was, but it's not very expensive at all. If you have your own 3D printer, print it up yourself. I believe there are a couple of retailers on eBay and a couple on Etsy or whatever. You can purchase this kit as well if you do not have a 3D printer. But this thing turned out pretty good. So all the wide body kit includes the spoiler, of course, the fenders, the side skirts, the front splitter, and this lower part of the bumper, and the hood. Also does not include the wheels, but these are the wheels he had it mocked up, and I absolutely loved it, so I used these wheels. Also 3D printed is the seats and the steering wheel. So that's pretty much about it. And also on the wide body kit, I forgot, is the exhaust and his rear back diffuser as well. That's pretty cool. So this thing turned out pretty good. Let's go ahead and tell you what we did to it. So the color is a mix of two colors from Splash Paints. I mixed two colors because, well, I had two partially empty Splash Paints bottles, so I mixed two colors together. So we mixed this one and this one together, and it turned out pretty good. It turned out actually pretty decent. It's like a yellowish orangish color, and it looks pretty cool. Kind of want it in the poppy color, so this yellow turned out fantastic. It's actually more orange in person than you are seeing it in the video of it, obviously. You're seeing it in more of a yellowish look. For me, it's more of an orangish yellowish, so it's a little bit darker, to be honest, in person. But it turned out really good, absolutely fantastic. Looks really good. The wheels we did is a multiple piece wheel, so we did the outer ring in a titanium gold, and the inner ring, or the 5 spokes, we did in gunmetal from Splash Paints, and of course we put on 2K clear. Of course, all of it is in finished 2K clear from finish 1. Turned out fantastic. That's only 2 coats of clear coat, and the paint turned out really good as well. All of the black and silver you see on the body, that's actually crushed carbon. That is Skill Motorsports crushed carbon, or forged carbon, whatever you want to call it. They call it crushed carbon, and it just kind of gives the car character, and it kind of gives that custom look, and all over the hood. I mean, it looks really good. It kind of suits the car as well, so that is pretty cool. For the windows, everything is molded. It's all one piece, and there are no window masks in this kit, so you do have to do your black trim carefully. So I did a tutorial video on how to do window trim, so check out that video if you're not really know how to do it. So that's pretty cool. I did tint the rear windows a little bit in the sunroof, nothing too crazy. I didn't want to tint it like too dark, so that is like about 4 coats of tint to my smoke. So that looks pretty cool. It gives that little custom look. And that's pretty much about it. The taillights, there's quite a bit of masking as well. This is all one piece, so you do have to paint black and stuff. And then, of course, your clear orange and clear red for the turn signals and the brake lights. So that's that. But yeah, overall, the exterior looks fantastic. I absolutely loving this look. Not my favorite Nissan Z car, but this wide body kit definitely changes the look, and it looks so darn good. I'm really happy how this thing turned out. So let's go ahead and tell you one issue about this kit. So the kit has a left and right hand drive dashboard. Of course, I did the left hand drive or right hand drive for Japan, obviously, for the Japan license plates and stuff. But if you do want to do the left hand drive dashboard for, represent as the USA or whatever, keep note. You do have all the parts to do the left-hand drive dashboard, but the only thing you are going to have to do some modifications, and that is going to be on the body, is where the windshield wiper shroud is, because there are no holes to have the left-hand drive windshield wipers attached to, and so you're going to have to drill some extra holes and stuff. But other than that, it's not too big a deal. You just have to do a little modifications on that, and you are going to have an extra hole over here that you're not going to use, so you might want to fill that in. But other than that, you do have the windshield wipers, you do have the center console, you do have the dashboard and stuff, so you can definitely do the left-hand drive dashboard. Just make sure you do have to fill in some holes over here for the windshield wiper shroud or shield, whatever you want to call it. So that's just one little tip, just want to put out there. But other than that, the kit is wonderful. Let's go ahead and go to the interior. The interior is pretty basic. I did a black interior, as these cars are known. These cars are known to have a one-tone or a two-tone interior. Depends how you option the car back in the day. I did all one tone, which is all black. So we did black on the dashboard and center console. We did some black flocking. The black is actually from Ammo by Meg. That is their interior lineup. So that is that. And then the seats, I did mention they are 3D printed, and those are recargo seats. We did those in a nice bright red to kind of stand out on the interior. It looks really good. Also, 3D printed, I mentioned, is the steering wheel. The steering wheel is 3D printed. It's more like a racy JDM steering wheel, you want to call it. So that looks pretty good. And the strut brace is aluminum in the back. And yeah, the interior is pretty good. A nice, simple interior, but it looks fantastic and it looks apart. And this interior, you can go crazy because you do see this interior quite a bit, because you got the sunroof and the windshield is pretty big. So you do definitely see the interior in this car with no doubt. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and go to the chassis. The chassis is very nice. Again, this has a full-on engine, so you do have a full engine display, and everything on the chassis is molded separate, except the exhaust tank or the gas tank, so you do have to paint that separately, but not a big deal. But the chassis, I did the same body color. I did one coat on the chassis because obviously you're not going to do too much coats on or too much paint jobs on the chassis, of course. So what I did body color on the chassis. You can do it in like a primer or whatever, like a factory. But there's a lot of aluminum and steel parts that went in this. Different tones of aluminum I use from Outclad. So the chassis turned out fantastic. The exhaust with it a little bit, but yeah, the chassis really nice. You can definitely display the chassis under a mirror if you do take this car to the show, because it has a full-on chassis, which is fantastic. So super cool about that. Let's actually go under the hood. Under the hood, I did keep this stock engine in this kit. I kept the twin turbo V6 engine this kit comes with, and this engine, fantastic detail. I did not do any wiring or anything like that, hosing on this kit. Kind of kept it simple. I kind of wanted the exterior kind of shine for this one, but overall the whole thing, the engine bay turned out fantastic. You just do have to put your brake booster on the right or left hand drive side, wherever side you're doing on the dashboard. So, and then wherever side you do, the battery goes the opposite side. So pay attention to that. But other than that, I did some carbon fiber on the engine as well to kind of give it that custom look. And that's pretty much about it. The whole engine is all done in aluminum from Outclad. But overall, kit is wonderful. I absolutely love this wide body stance. It really does give it a nice, cool look to it. Absolutely love it. And like I said, this is my least favorite Nissan Z car because it's just kind of weird looking. But this wide body, man, this thing definitely gives a character, and it looks really good. But overall, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned. There are pictures of it in the photo booth at the end. And until my next video, we'll catch you next time. Take it easy.